Hey everybody, Comman1701 to give you guys another video yet again. We're pumping these videos out day by day, night by night. Now, today's video I teased in my I spent $200 at Motor City Comic Con video that I would be ranking the comic book covers for each of the Silver Surfer comics that I purchased at Comic Con. And I think this is going to be pretty fun. It's not going to be every single cover, obviously. It's just the ones that I got. I have a little list here that I made, ranking them by tiers. We got double S tier, S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and E tier. And so, we're going to kick it off with the D tier. I hope to give my best of thoughts about these covers that I can. I don't know all the characters. I haven't sat down and read any of these comics yet. So yeah, I'm going to give the best thoughts that I can on each cover. Like I said, I don't know all the characters that are featured on the comic covers that well. I mean, I know Silver Surfer. He's pretty much about one. There goes my kitty cat. But yeah, I know Silver Surfer, obviously. There's a couple comics that I'm pretty familiar with from his series already. Like, I know the prelude to Infinity Gauntlet. I have that comic book in here, issue number 34. I have that one on a special plate. But without further ado, let's get to ranking. The lower tiers, I won't really have much to say, but as we get higher, maybe B tier, slightly A tier, I'll start giving more thoughts on the comic book covers themselves. But here we go. Starting with issue number 4, Silver Surfer, we have this comic cover. It's a pretty nice cover. It's got a bunch of unique colors, but it really doesn't do much for me. The characters are just kind of backed into a corner here, surrounded by villains, and it's just like a bunch of characters just standing around, so there's not much to it. That's why it will be kicking off the D tier. Alright, we have issue number 7 of the Silver Surfer here. Again, it's got unique colors. All these comics have really nice colors to them, a nice color scheme, but there's not much going on. Just the Silver Surfer on his surfboard. He's got, his hands are glowy with some sort of power. I'm sure I'll learn what that is in due time once I read it, but yeah. There's not really much going on with this cover, so that's why it is also in the D tier. And closing off the D tier, we have what seems to be issue 84, Steroid Silver Surfer. Look at that. That is crazy. It's kind of the best out of the D tier. It's very unique, very crazy. The living bomb, I guess, is what's going on here. This is nuts. I don't really know what to give my thoughts on this one is. I don't really have much thought, but it's just a very goofy looking kind of cover, if I'm being honest. It's part of the Infinity Crusade, which was one of the comics that I was going for collecting, but yeah. With that said, issue 84 closes off the D tier. Now, kicking off the C tier, we have issue number 2 of the Silver Surfer, the second of its kind. Not much going on. Again, it's got unique colors. I like the blue and the purple sky. I think that's really unique, but it's just Silver Surfer on his silver surfboard, and there's not really much to say about that. Here we have issue number 5 of the Silver Surfer. Again, good colors. I like the big blast of orange and red down here. Orange, yellow, and red kind of going on here. Kind of got the Silver Surfer up here. And then we got the bad guy who I don't know his name. I apologize. Yeah, he's blasting somebody down here in the corner. It seems to be a frequent person in the Silver Surfer comics. Again, not much going on. The nice splash of orange, red, and yellow here, but that's pretty much all I gotta say for that cover. Now, with issue number 6, we got a good amount of green. We got some green going on here. Again, Silver Surfer just on that surfboard with the lovely lady that's been on most of the covers with him. There's not much really going on here. Nice green though. I do like the green. The green is really, really unique. And yeah. Continuing with tier C, the C tier, we have a nice unique shade going on here. I like the cover. We got the enemy reflecting off of the Silver Surfer himself. Looks like he's shooting the Silver Surfer, and that nice. It's a nice pink palette, but I think the green kind of isn't the best color. I think if they would have done maybe blue, just like the title up here, that would have really brought it together a lot better, and probably would have had it higher on my tier list. But no, it's just a generic. I like I said, I do like the reflection off the Silver Surfer of the enemy down here. You can see him blasting from back there, and yeah, not much else to say about that one. Now with issue number 66, we have just a bunch of floating heads. We got the floating heads, we got the Silver Surfer down here, just kind of standing around doing nothing. We got the floating heads up here, and then we got this character here. Again, I feel so sorry not knowing any of the characters' names aside from the Silver Surfer, but again, this is just like generic like comic book movie floating heads, and Silver Surfer just, standing around. Alright, and closing off the C tier, we have this. This is really cool. I was debating whether this goes in C or top of B, or bottom of B, that is. But we have Silver Surfer issue number 83. Now this one has a nice splash of colors going on. You got a lot of the white, silver going on over here, and then you got the orange of this guy down here. I think it's a really nice balance. I think it's really good. I like the title. Again, part of the Infinity Crusade crossover, and I think this is a pretty nice color. This is Fire Lord. There we go. He says his name obviously right there. So there you have it. Pretty nice. I like this. This is a pretty cool cover. Again, like I said, when I initially bought these, Silver Surfer probably has some of the coolest covers there is in comic book history. Nice Red Bull. Alright, now we are kicking off the B tier. The B tier kicks off with this dragon. Look at it. And this is a nice blend of colors. The green, the orange, the yellow, Silver Surfer down here. Riding on like a bird. That's crazy. But I think this is a really nice cover and very deserving of a spot in the B tier. It's a nice blend of yellow and orange and the green of the octopus head of the dragon. That is super cool. I didn't even realize it was an octopus, but look at that. That is crazy. Wow. Alright. Now here we have it. Issue number 49 is a big giant head of the Silver Surfer with some crazy enemy flying at him in the reflection of his forehead. That is crazy. I really like this color of the design of the Silver Surfer here, with the yellow really bringing out his eyes. I think it was really deserving of B tier. And then of course you have the nice orange-ish kind of color. I can't really tell in this lighting, but really nice color palette for the title, Silver Surfer. Issue 52 is the Fire Lord and Drax. We got Fire Lord fighting Drax. This is part of the Infinity Gauntlet crossover. A nice cover here. I wish I had gotten the Infinity Gauntlet comics. It would have blended. It would have fit really in with an Infinity Gauntlet crossover event kind of comic series going on with certain elements of certain comic books taking place during the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. But yeah, got Firelord fighting Drax, or Flame Hair, whatever is going on. I'm not exactly sure. This kind of looks like Firelord, but it's a nice blending of colors, a nice battleground kind of backdrop going on there with Silver Surfer fighting up here in the background. Continuing, we got issue 65. This one's a nice blast of yellow and orange with Silver Surfer fighting some sort of crazy Captain Reptile, I guess it says right there, right here. So yeah, this is a nice blasting color for this comic. A really good choice. That's why it's deserving of the B tier. We're almost at the end of the B tier, and then we'll start talking about the cooler one really soon. So the next one we have features Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is laid out on the ground here. Silver Surfer's fighting some crazy thing called the Coon. That's not Khoon. You can't say that. You cannot say that. But it's a nice color scheme going on here. I mean, I thought it was cool with the appearance of Doctor Strange on the cover. I like when superheroes, cross over and are featured in other comics. So I think this one might be a fun read. It is deserving of the top of the B tier. Not much to say. I mean, I like the shading that they got going on with Silver Surfer. Kind of like the fire of the battlefield around him is reflecting off him, especially with the unique powers going on right there in his hands. It's a pretty cool cover. An Infinity War crossover. Look at that. Got a lot of them that are crossing over. Morg versus T-Rex, issue number 80. Finishing off the B tier. I thought this was a really good color. I like the yellow of the Silver Surfer title. It's just a battle between two crazy beasts, it seemed like, with Silver Surfer just kind of referenced down below, which I think is kind of crazy for Silver Surfer to not really be featured heavily on his own comic. But whoever these two beasts are, I'll learn who they are when I read through these, but it was a nice color palette of two different colored monsters, and it was deserving of the B tier. So now we're going to start kicking it into the A tier. We have the first ever issue with Galactus featured in the background with his pink head going on. It was the first ever issue. It had to be featured high. If it wasn't featured A or higher, what was the point of, the Silver Surfer comic books? The first issue's got to be high. It has to be somewhere up there, and especially if you're going to kick it off, you have it featuring the Fantastic Four down here, Galactus in the background, the all-world devourer that he is. I think it's pretty cool. We got Silver Surfer with some fire lady he's holding on to. You know what I just realized? The Fantastic Four isn't the Fantastic Four. Is the Green Lady Gamora? Is she part of the Fantastic Four? I'm so confused. I guess the Fantastic Four had a lot of iteration, but I never noticed that. We got Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, we got the Thing, and then we got the Green. Is that She-Hulk? Was She-Hulk part of the Fantastic Four? She-Hulk or Gamora? I'm assuming that's probably She-Hulk. But yeah. The first issue. First issue had to be up there. It just had to be. Issue number 3. Nice power flares going on. We got the green, we got the pink, we got who I assume, I'm not exactly sure who it is that Silver Surfer's fighting, but I thought the space backdrop was neat. Two foes going at it, it seems like. One of the earlier issues in the Silver Surfer, I like the space backdrop a lot. The space backdrop is one of uniqueness, and I think it's pretty cool. I like the stars and, just the galaxy in general. But you just got the Silver Surfer, who's not even on his own surfboard, by the way. Got the surfboard right here, who that guy's riding it, and then got the Silver Surfer fighting him in space, which I did not realize when I first looked at it. So this cover is pretty unique. Again, I think the whole space backdrop on this cover is what really drew me to it. The next one, issue number 27. Along came a stranger. We got a stranger fighting the Silver Surfer, man. I don't know what's going on here, but it's got really nice purple backdrop. Silver Surfer shooting some beam at this guy, and you see right there, pretty unique, pretty cool. I'm gonna take a drink of my Red Bull. But yeah, it's a really unique and colorful comic book cover. I put it up there because I just there's a lot of colors going on. I guess this is the Super Scroll or something going on here. But yeah, really nice colors, a whole bunch of different colors. You got orange, you got some green, you got the purple, you got the colorful blue, silver of the Silver Surfer. Got some pink in the background, the yellow Silver Surfer headline. I think this is a very unique and interesting comic book cover. And again, as I was talking about the space backdrop, issue number 43, we have the Silver Surfer who seems to be in distress, and someone choking, it seems like, down here in front of the space backdrop with the orange Silver Surfer logo. Now again, I'm a sucker for space. I like the backdrop. I like the emotion you can kind of feel from the Silver Surfer as he's reaching out toward whoever this is. The subtitle is "Sentenced to Death" up here, and yeah, it's an interesting cover. There's some feeling and emotion behind the Silver Surfer, it seems. The space backdrop is something I will always love on comic books. It's deserving of being up there because of the space backdrop, really. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. You got something interesting. It's green down here. I don't know if that's a planet or what. There looks to be some drawing on it. I don't entirely know, but very well deserving of the A tier. The next one is an Infinity Gauntlet crossover event, issue 51, featuring, of course, the man known as Galactus in the backdrop. This one's a very menacing, very, I don't know. There's a lot going on here. You got the Silver Surfer and somebody racing off against time, it seems like, and then you got the Galactus in the backdrop, who is just menacing as all hell, and he's kind of overlooking a possible doom that's coming to the Silver Surfer's way. And then you got the yellow Silver Surfer heading up there, which is really good color. It goes really well over the purple of Galactus. There's a lot going on with this cover, but it's really good. I really like it. I really love the style and artwork that's going on with Galactus. That's why it is deserving of being up there with the elite of the elite, I would say. But yeah, the Infinity Gauntlet crossover, really cool. A lot of shapes and colors going on. Well deserving of being in the A tier. Getting close to the end of the A tier, we got issue 79. A lot of colors going on here. You have the blue-green coming in from down here. You got the Silver Surfer in the middle. You got the backdrop, which is all purple. We got some lady holding the Silver Surfer by his neck in a full Nelson. You got the orange here. You got the Silver Surfer title up here. This is a really nice, colorful piece of work here. The next one's even better. It's got a lot of colors going on, so we're just going to skip this one. Like I said, there's a lot of good colors coming here, but the next one is one that I really love. Issue 81, Silver Surfer. He's meeting somebody, but there's a lot going on here. Look at this. Look at that. That is nuts. There is so much color going on here. You got kind of two colors making up the title of the comic, the Silver Surfer. Again, space backdrop. Love the space backdrop. It's probably one of the coolest. It's well deserving of being in the A tier. We're almost at the S tier. The S tier is where things start getting crazy. Especially this next one, which I'm really excited to get to right now. Kicking off the S tier, we have Ego, the living planet, taking on Silver Surfer. This one is a menacing, very menacing. Ego, the all-living planet, is one of those beings that are just crazy. A planet, a villain made out of a planet, that is just nuts. But yeah, you got Silver Surfer in distress, being sucked in by Ego. Ego, the nice purple shade, perfect color, perfect choice. This is probably one of the coolest covers that I have ever seen, and I'm so happy that I was able to get my hands on it. Look at that. Wow. Continuing the S tier, we got issue number 32. There's just a bunch of dark shades of colors going on here. Look at that. Silver Surfer in the front where he belongs, and then you got like a bunch of villains and side characters and whatnot surrounding up the backdrop, which is really cool. It brings out a lot of good colors, and it is well deserving of the S tier. Wow. Issue number 32. The Enemies from Within. Really nice dark colors for this one. I really like it. And here we go. We have the Silver Surfer issue 63. This was one of my top favorites. This is well deserving of its spot. I mean, there's ones that are a lot cooler than this one, but this one is just, I like the battle drop. Look at that. Look at that. I want to say that's Captain Marvel. Down among the dead, Captain Marvel with a sword, Silver Surfer with a sword. They're going to battle. That is so cool. I really love this color. I like the sky backdrop, nice orange with the Silver Surfer blue title right there. I just think this is a nice two-person cover where they're heading into battle and they're ready to fight all the dead, I'm assuming. And yeah, this is a really nice color scheme, nice cover. This comes together so well. I can't wait to read this one and see what it's all about. But yeah, issue number 63. This is probably one of my top favorites personally. But in terms of ranking, that it deserved to be where it is. Because issue 75, look at that. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa. Silver Surfer. Got the colors going. Got that nice, gosh, I forgot what you call that. but it's part of a storyline within the Silver Surfer, the Herald Ordeal, part 6 of 6. I'm gonna have to collect the other 5 at some point whenever I get the chance to. But nice rainbow effect going on there. Well deserving of the spot, especially for what it's got going on here. Oh yeah, you guys love it. But it's got the space backdrop. It's got a lot of the floating head, enemies and heroes alike making up. We got, let's see if I can figure out who's who. We got Adam Warlock's on here. We got the Thing. We got Thanos. We got Death. We got Mr. Fantastic. We got Galactus. We got quite a few characters. We got Ego, the Living Planet, on here. Just a bunch of different characters making up the backdrop of the floating head trick. So this one is really cool. And closing off the S tier, we have issue 82. Something just with a bunch of colors going on. One of the enemies standing tall above the rest. I think this is a really nice color scheme going on, a nice color palette. This is a really interesting comic book cover, one that deserves the top. Maybe I'd switch this one and 75 around. 75 is a really nice cover. Maybe I'd put this below issue 63 too. I'll probably work on my tier listing as it grows when I get more Silver Surfers. But yeah, very nice, very good cover. Now, here we go. We got double S tier. Now I picked two. Two for very well reasons. Thanos, one of the most powerful villains in all of Marvel history. Thanos is a really good villain. And I think this one really defines its subtitle. First issue of a new era of greatness. This is what kicks off the Infinity Gauntlet. We have the Silver Surfer issue 34. Thanos. Thanos and his menacing presence as he's attacking the Silver Surfer kind of sends him flying towards Earth to warn the heroes that, hey, Thanos is coming and he's collecting the Infinity Stones. This is a really, really interesting and one of the most sought out comic books, I would believe, because Thanos, the Infinity Gauntlet storyline is one of the biggest storylines ever in comic book history, I would say. And Thanos being the one behind collecting the Infinity Stones, wow. I'm so surprised I was able to get this one. It's the most expensive comic out of all the comics that I got. This one alone was $20 when I got like about 5 or 10 of them for $20 alone, while this one itself, by itself, is $20. So, yeah, I mean, I guess in a way you could say this comic book is worth 10 comic books in itself, but I don't know. But this one's a really good one. Call him Thanos, call him Death in the lower corner here. Wow. So good. And the next one's even better. Also part of the Infinity Gauntlet crossover, issue 59. This one is just menacing. It's dark. It's got a lot of fear behind it. The Silver Surfer issue 59. Look at that. Wow. That is one hell of a cover. It's really dark. It's got a lot of fear. You kind of see the Silver Surfer struggling for life down there while Thanos holds the sword and is mad with power. This is one of the craziest covers, and I was like, holy shit, I have to have it. So yeah, issue number 59. This one's at the top. It's even better than issue 34 because there's a lot of unique colors going on with Thanos his sword, the Silver Surfer, the darkness of it. I really like the dark aspect of this cover, and that is why it deserves the top of the double S tier. So yeah, those are all the Silver Surfer comics that I got at Motor City Comic Con. I hope you guys enjoyed this not so short of a video, but yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. I may do an updated tier list in the future. Who knows? We'll see. But that'll be it for this. I really had fun doing this, and I hope you guys had fun watching. So, again, leave a like, comment down below what your favorite cover is, and subscribe for more. Let's get to 100, alright? Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Catch you later.